world. Welcome to another episode of the Podcast with Tigmatic. And it's your boy. Hey, listen, we here, man. My guest is in the back. And listen, I know y'all was watching yesterday's episode. It was a little crazy. We had some technical difficulties. But due to that, my guest will be back Monday. So I have another guest for y'all today. And we're going to bring that heat for y'all, you know, the God edition. So, Lee, mute your mic, good brother. If you can hear me. All right, he heard me. But listen, we here, y'all, and we're going to get it popping. So, y'all know, like I know, the usual, sit back and watch the tunes, and we going to be back to deliver that heat. Keep it locked in, y'all.
Maserati, she didn't even dry yet. At the clay port, about to hop on that private jet. More Gucci than a tampon, if you in your deadline. Real rap, Kanye lost his damn mind. Hustle hard, get that cake right. Maggiano's for dinner, that's a date night. About to get it in, you know about them date nights. Her money long like them Escalade brake lights. This is real rap, far from the movies. I need the real thing, need no groupies. All she won is a millio Gucci. I went to Saks Fifth and I bought all the Gucci's. I'm content, yeah, I fiend more. I used to have more hoes than the screen door. I was too on, I was too gone. I stayed woke like a parent with a newborn. Shout out to the ones that's incarcerated. I'm crazy, I should go get evaluated. I thank God, every day I made it. My hair pretty like me and Rick Fox related. Hustle was starved, yes I'm fresh. Burberry Pico, Burberry scar. Clean, no slate, no drama, no scandals. High like the last key on the right side of the piano. The streets mad and real, and you won't see the flames. But I promise it's hot like a gas grill. I stay high like a gas bill. Still hungry, when I eat like it's my last meal. Still geeking off a last pill. Time to lift up a skirt and see how that ass feel. A lot of real estate bought from my last deal. Big house, a lot of acres out in Nashville. Well, South Philly, yes. We got one, Mr. Lamar, just playing with him. Uncle Charlie in the building. R.I.P. in the building. Caddy. That's
We coming in from the door, man, on folks them. Y'all already know, cuz. Yeah. I rock all this white like I'm godly. Sushi gon' come with wasabi. Fresh off the steps of the porch. I walk out, get in a Porsche. Know that I'm using the force. Know that I mastered the course. Known as the plug and the source. Haters, they feeling remorse. This for my dogs in court. That's facing the judge and the jury. My brother, he made it in sports. And that's why he rock all that jewelry. She can remember me now. Know that my vision is blurry. I got these racks on me now. Know that the money done carry me. Know that I'm lit in my city. Know that I'm hot. Know that we poppin', man. Everybody chasing that cloud. Running they mouth. Know I really feed the game. Yeah. Hold up. We on the beaches and right off the coast. Down here in Florida, we doing the most. The hustle on South Beach is like a LeBron. You call it a pound and we call it a bomb. We at the lick and I'm working with chicken. Shout out my nigga from Memphis, named Chicken. My dog and themselves know I know that they listening. Yeah, I'm on a new level just like I'm Hendrix. Straight from the gutter, we come from the trenches. We ball on these niggas, they sit on the bench. They using the style and I swear I ain't lending. We pushing the P and the P is for profit. They watching and listening, now look how they copy. They hate and respect it, but gotta acknowledge me. Know that a nigga be doing a lot. Know that I'm lit in my city. Know that I'm hot. Know that we poppin', man. Everybody chasing that cloud, running they mouth. Know I really feed the game.
Hey, yo, we back now. Hey, yo, listen, my guest is here. I have a treat for y'all tonight. He's an alumni. He was one of the first people to come on my show. And one of the deepest stories, we had a moment on my show when we did this in season 1. And I had to bring him back. We on season 3 now, you know what I'm saying? So I had to bring him back. He's a very talented artist. He's a gospel artist. And listen, we waiting on God today. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we doing. And y'all already know this show is ran by the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ from the rip. So it's only right during the community week that we bring it to y'all straight. I got another episode coming on after this, but this one is special for me as well. So without further ado, I give y'all my guest, Big Lee. Turn your camera on, good guy.
Yo,
Hey.
what it do, what it is.
What it is, what it do, baby.
I can't call it, man. I might spawn.
Hey, man, it's good to see you, bro. It's good to see you, man.
It's good to be here, bro. I appreciate you having me back again, you know.
Hey, man, I'm glad that you're back. I'm definitely glad that you're back. And, you know, we've been trying to, make it happen, but the schedule's been conflicted, just like before, like the first season. We was trying to get it done, but we couldn't get it done the way we really wanted to. But thank the Lord that, we popping today. We on it. We on one today. So how you been, man?
Hey, man, I've been making it, bro. Just maintaining and doing what I got to do, man, to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. So for those that don't know you, give yourself an introduction like only you can. And that's something that I like to do for the guests when they come on anyway. So give them the rundown. Tell them who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
I give all glory to God. He's the head of my life. For those that don't know, I always say I go by Big Leak. I'm a rapper that just happens to be Christian. Straight out the L town, you dig? Lumberton, North Carolina, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? Got to shout out the L. I got to throw those L's on you, hear me? Yeah, but I was always raised in the church, as a kid. The one thing my family did was made sure we know about Jesus. So from a youngster, all we did was just get rooted in God, So
yeah,
we went to church, and like I said, I grew up in the church. Started off praise dancing. That was my thing back in the day. I used to do a little praise dancing, for the Lord, but everything just transitioned when I got older, and the bones got a little stiff, but I can still get loose if I wanted to.
hey.
Yeah, man, I just transitioned on over to rapping, man. And if you would if myself now would go back to my younger self and say, you be doing this, I'll say, man, you crazy, because it just came out of nowhere. And man, I just been sharing my testimony, just ministering, man. That's been my gift as a kid, and I just been bringing it on, doing it on with the rapping. So I just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? That's me in a nutshell, really.
Oh, man, that's dope within itself, man. Listen, I thank you for coming back because you are a talented artist, and we still we got some unfinished business to get done, brother.
Hey, I've been waiting on it. Yeah, I ain't forgot.
Waiting while we waiting on God. You know what I mean?
Yes, Lord.
Hey, man, so tell the people a bit about you as an artist. Tell people who Big Leak is, the artist. You explained a little bit where you're from and all, but and how you got started a little bit. So let's break it down a bit. Tell the people how this rap thing really came about from transitioning from praise dancing to rapping. Let's talk about it.
Man, really, first is I'm just a normal person, man, like anybody else. I'm trying to make it throughout this journey called life. But the one thing I do know is the only way to make it throughout life is God. And like
Absolutely.
I said, it's been rooted in me since a youngster. So the one thing I try to do is just be authentic, you know. When it came to me doing my praise dancing ministry, it's like the songs I would dance to, I would minister to myself first, you know. So it would just be me doing my dance unto God. And I mean, anytime me and my brother would dance, it would just be like a refreshing for us, because no matter what kind of trial or tribulation we would go through, the moment we got ready to dance, it was just like a refresher. Everything just lifted up off of us, you know. And it was very what's the word very I can't even think of the word, but I took that same mindset and same ministry from praise dancing over to the rapping, and the things that I rap about in my rhymes are things that I either been through, getting ready to go through, or already in it, you know. So my music is me. I tell everybody, man, this people get blessed by it, but I'm talking to myself in these songs. Like, you don't even know. Like, I had to listen to my own words that I'm writing, because it don't, in the time, it don't be me, it be the spirit in me doing the writing. So, man, it's just crazy how, like, the things that I write is a blessing to people, and how they just random people hit me up, man, yo, Leak, man, bro, man, you don't understand how much your music is a blessing to me, you know. And me trying to tell them, like, bro, like, you just don't understand, like, how what I had to go through to make this song, you know what I'm saying? And it never fails, bro. And that's just been my whole thing as an artist, bro. Just being able to be authentic and express myself to the average Joe, the person that might not think they Christian or saved or going through their own struggles, to let them know that, you know, I'm Christian, I'm not perfect. By all means, I don't claim to be, but I'm telling you my flaws in these songs and the things I struggle with, deal with, and I'm also pointing you back to the one that gets me through what I'm rapping about, you know. So that's
Absolutely.
what I try to do, man.
Absolutely, man. So how old were you when you started into the music?
Man, I say, let's see, probably 21, 22, round about that area. It's a late start for sure. I had my praise dancing run from age, I say 10, 11 to probably about 16, 17, something like that. Then it's like I kind of backed away from it. I started doing my own little thing. You know, people get curious, want to experiment out in the world and stuff. So, you know, I did that for a little bit, you know, and it really
Yeah.
wasn't for me, you know what I'm saying? So I always had that tug to be different. You know, I just can't fit in with the crowd, bro. Like I've always been the one to be different, bro. My pops always told me to be a leader, not a follower, and that was one
Absolutely.
thing.
And there's nothing wrong with being different, man,
Yeah,
because
bro.
the ones that are different are the ones chosen by him.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
that's
And,
something that I had to understand too, because like you, I've been an outcast my whole entire life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even in the rap scene, I was an outcast because I didn't rap like everybody else, and I wasn't
yeah,
rapping about what everybody else was rapping about.
yeah.
So I understand that.
And the thing is, like, I never really, I wouldn't say I'm like an outcast, but I was always one that, because people just gravitate to me, you know what I'm saying? Despite what type of, if whether I was like I am now Christian or in the world backslid or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But people just gravitate to me, and I always had the mindset of being a listener to the spirit, and the person in me, they would just tell anybody that was going through it what's in me, and I give them words of encouragement and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's always been in me, you know, to be different.
Well, they watching right now, and we got some people saying, if you can read the screen, I know you can see it. John McElroy says, prayers for my orphanage here in Kenya. We really have some challenges like lack of food and shelter and clothing and lack of clean water. We praying for y'all over there in Kenya, you know what I'm saying? And we hope that y'all get everything that y'all need out there, man. Special shout out to y'all in Kenya. Thanks for watching. So do you think your emotional state affects your creative output, even as a gospel artist?
Yes, most definitely. Most
Talk
definitely.
about it.
But so the thing is, it's like, as I stated before, there's seasons in my life to where it's like I could be working on a project or trying to put the project together and just be like brain fart, like can't put nothing together at all, just can't think of nothing. And it's like I hear a certain beat or something, and then it just starts coming to me, things to say. And it's always centered around, like I said, things that I'm either going through, being through, or getting ready to go through. It's a manifestation, you know. And but no matter what type of season that I'm in my life, whether I'm down, depressed, angry, you know, frustrated, stressed out, like when I begin to write, I always vent how I'm feeling through my music, you know. And but the moment that I get everything out that I want to, then that's when God answers and says this, you know what I'm saying? Well, like how you referred to my Wait on God song, you know, I'm venting to God about the prayers that I made to him about wanting a baby with my wife, you know, and the struggles of trying to do that, having miscarriages. And you know, so I'm like, Lord, you know, I'm seeing other people close to me blessed with my request, and it's like a tease, like you playing with me, you know what I'm saying?
I can relate to that because my wife and I went through that as well. You know, we tried to have children and went through miscarriages as well. You know, so you know,
Yeah,
life can be hard, but
for
like you
sure.
said, we have to wait on him because his timing is perfect. And
Yes.
sometimes we don't understand that. We try to rush
Mm-hmm.
and try to make things happen our way when we're really not realizing, like, yo, he the one that got to say so when it's going to happen. So if
Exactly.
he's saying wait, you have no other choice but to wait and
Yeah.
understand that.
And that's the example that I wanted to give, you know, because that's how I write my music. And even with me venting like that, the spirit will always come back to me and respond to how I'm feeling. You know, it'll give me the response to how I'm feeling. I'm doing this to God right here, and then God being so just and so tender and sweet, He allows me to release, and like a friend, He just pours back into me what I need. You know what I'm saying? And then
Absolutely.
I'm able to see, like, man, I had to learn this. You know, despite what I might see, like the Bible says, um, you don't live by what you faith is the substance of the things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Meaning we don't live by what we see, we live by what our faith. And that's the
Yeah.
test of my faith through that I'm seeing, like, Lord, I'm
Walk
not
by faith and not by sight.
not by sight, you feel me? And I'm not seeing the manifestation of what I'm praying for, but God's like, okay, whether your blessing was here or a mile, would you still wait on it? You know it's on the way, you know it's coming, but will you wait on it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's in my timing. When the timing is right, I'm gonna give you what you asking for. But
That's right.
how strong is your faith? And I had to learn that, man. And don't get me wrong, like I had moments of being tough and strong, and then I had moments of just, you know, feeling like how I was feeling, like man, this maybe it's just not gonna happen. But I had to get to the point to where I was like, Lord, if it's in your will to make it happen. And if it's not, Lord, I'm content with that. I'm content with that as well, because I don't want to be outside of your will for my life. You know what I'm saying? If it's not meant for me, if not meant for me and my wife to have a child together, I'm okay with that, God. You know what I'm saying? I had to get to that place. And once I got to that place of just like, Lord, I surrender everything to you.
I know what
He
that's like,
blesses.
brother.
You know
I
what I'm
know what that's like. When I
saying?
tell you I know what that's like, man. And you know, I want to say this because sometimes we think you know, a lot of the world and culture thinks that, you know, even with miscarriages, only the women go through it, but us men go through it too. And we feel some
Right.
type of way about it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the only difference is, you know, we're the type to kind of like not really speak on our emotions like that as much. But
Right.
you know, when you're walking in faith, you learn to express your emotions.
Right.
And
Most
that's
definitely.
something that's necessary, you know what I'm saying? And as men, so that way your woman knows how you feel about it as well. And
Mm-hmm.
prayer definitely helps through that.
Yeah.
Prayer together, prayer individually.
Yeah.
But you know, it all boils down to waiting on God. You know what I'm saying?
Most
So
definitely.
I definitely agree with you there, man. So tell the people about some projects you got booming.
Hey man, anybody that know me, that know Leak, man, they know. Boy, Leak, boy, he keep the T to himself. Boy, he don't really. When he drop, he drop. You know what I'm saying? People catch him by surprise, and they like, boy, they just like expect Leak to drop any day, boy. Like you never know. But I got to get better with that, man. I really do, bro, because I'm the type like I try to hold on to it, and then just like once people like, boy, I ain't leak, you ain't put nothing out, then it's like, bam, I'll hit you with this, you know what I'm saying? But you get the exclusive tonight, you know what I'm saying? So I say Leak gonna be dropping this month. I get it. Leak got an album coming out this month. That's all I can say. Leak got an album. Just be on the lookout by the end of this month. Leak
Hey,
dropping again.
y'all hear it. Y'all hear it. He got something in the mix and it's
Yeah.
about to drop soon. And
Yeah.
man, listen, you already know I think that you're a talented artist. And
Appreciate that.
you know, I like what you do out here. You know what I'm saying? I like the message, it's positive influence. This show is all about positive influence. And I try to bring that for people, you know, even though through my job is to infiltrate the culture
Right.
and still bring awareness to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's not too many people doing that in hip hop right now. We got D1 doing it, but we need more people doing it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to D1. I actually, you know, tried to reach out to him a while back. Shout out to him and his management team. So yeah, man. Even with that, it's still the same message. Wait on God. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So, you know,
Yeah.
tell the people about some singles that you dropped, that you did drop that are currently out.
Well, I just dropped a single called Punch In, man, and it really caught people by surprise because it was something different. They ain't
Tell
really
people about it a little bit.
yeah, they ain't really expect Leak to drop nothing like that. It's called Punch In, and basically, man, I just take a Detroit style tempo and just go in. Basically, you know, it really was just to show people that, you know, Leak got different avenues that he could go down, you know what I'm saying? And it just shows really people, it don't be me doing it. Because like, I mean, this next project I got, y'all gonna be like, man, Leak did this. You know, Leak, this how Leak coming. Like when God got his hand on something, man, they ain't no telling what he can do. You know, like his message don't change, his tactics do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like, man, I just try to be different, man, and just show people that like, okay, like I can do this too. You know what I'm saying? I can do that too. Like, yeah, you want to spit, okay, like I can go in, you know, and that's basically all that song was, just to me to switch it up a little bit, you know, because I like to do more ministry type music. My music is, that's why it's called moving music, because no matter what state you in, whether you happy, you can listen to my music and get overjoyed. Or if you sad, you can listen to my music and get overjoyed. You know, it doesn't matter if you depressed. It can change your mood. You know, that's why I call it moving music. So it doesn't matter what type of genre I try to do. It doesn't matter what type of sound I try to put out there. I can't say but the spirit in me that decides to do it this way to reach this
All
person.
for his purpose.
Yeah, because this person over here might be going through something and they like rap, hip hop, trap, so I make a song like this and it grabs their attention. This person over here might like a little subtle raw wave vibe type. They listen to a song, grab their attention. This person over here might like a old Baptist, you know what I'm saying? They hear my music, they, oh, thank you, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? It reaches anybody can listen to it, old heads, young heads, and get blessed by it. So that's basically all Punch In was just me switching up to grab the attention of somebody else. The youngins, the young boys that like that track, that ooh, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I did that one.
Absolutely. So how do you balance your mental health with the demands of creating projects and songs with the spirit in mind? Like, how do you balance your mental health, even, with lifing, as we call it, what I'm saying, with lifing and the demands of having to, put your message out for God and for the people as well, for them to receive it?
The short answer is just keeping myself rooted in what I know, and that's keeping my eyes fixed on God. No matter what I'm going through, because I go through many trials and tribulations just like the next person. I learned to create my own atmosphere, and whatever mood that I'm in, I have to find resources that help me keep myself sane, because there's a lot of times that I get angry or upset and be stressed out about certain situations. I stress out about bills and all kind of life, like you said, life like the next person. You know what I'm saying? I'm subject to all of these things, and I have to find the necessary stuff that'll help me. Whether if it's looking at I like to watch Creflo Dollar. His ministry in itself has been a blessing to me, and all the trials that I go through. I like to watch Pastor PMJ, Pastor Mike McClure Jr. I like to watch him. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. I watched a little bit of Creflo, but it's been a while. But I've been watching Myron Golden, Michael Todd.
Yeah, Michael Todd. I know Michael Todd. I used to watch
Michael Todd, Myron Golden, TDJ still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, the spirit in him still gonna teach.
The word is still the word. You know what I'm saying? No matter what type of scandal they throw, you'll always get attacks on you, no matter what it is. When you're moving in the spirit. So I know that.
Sure.
So my next question: discuss some personal struggles with anxiety, depression, or other mental health conditions that hit you in life on your journey. Be a testimony for those that don't know, for those that didn't see you in season 1, that you're new to. We got like I said, we got people from Kenya watching. We got people from all over the world watching, bro. So you know what I'm saying? This is the opportunity to share your testimony once again. And I'll share with you as well. You already know that. I'm an open book just like you, bro.
Listen, man, I've been through it, man. Like I go around smiling. A lot of people don't looking at me. They be like, "Man, you been through this. You dealt with this." I'm like, "Yes, bro." But I stated on the first season, that in 2019, everything took a shift, and my family, bro. My mom, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was just a big blow for us because it was unexpected. We went through that journey with her together the best we could. I shaved my head. All of us did. My brother, my dad, all of us shaved our heads with her, going through that struggle. We overcome that mountain, and just the next year, after going through that mountain, my mom ringing the bell and everything, finishing her last chemo treatment, it's like the next week or two after that, my grandmother, she's calling saying that she has metastatic breast cancer, and that was another blow, because it's like, man, we just get up for one hit and bam, we get hit with another hit. And we didn't really know the severity of this one because she kept it to herself, you know. And I mean, just like the moment we got the news, within 6 months, she was gone. And that was a devastation for us, because, you know, she was just, so if you see my grandmother, like she didn't look her age. She was 70 years old. Like you would have thought she was in her 50s. She didn't look her age, but the moment that disease got in her, it just like sucked the life out of her. And but I had a song that I made about her as well. But it took God, man, like because it really broke us, bro. Because like I said, it came out of nowhere, and got through that, and the mindset of when you lose a loved one just so close to you and so suddenly, the depression that tries to take hold of you.
Absolutely, and I can relate, as you know,
Yeah,
because our stories are sort of similar, but not exactly similar.
right.
You know, my wife caught cancer, and my mother-in-law caught cancer as well, and she passed away from it. You know, so
Right.
um, it was a hard time in life, and like you said, y'all shaved your head. Some family members did the same as well. I
Yeah.
already had the
You
shaved
already,
head,
you
so
already
you
had
know I
it
was already a part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just to bring a little lightness to the situation. But
yeah.
you know, it was a tough time for all of us. So you know, I understand what that's like. You know, it was one of the most hardest times of my life as well, when I had to rely on God. And one thing that I constantly said through this whole trial was, you know, my faith. We being tested. We being tested. You know, I was saying it to everybody. We being tested. We being tested. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get through it. You know, and my wife survived it as well. You know, she had to get the lung surgery and survived it. You know what I'm saying? And she's here, you know, and
Yeah.
God blessed us with more life and more time together. And I'm forever thankful to the King for that. You know what I'm saying? So
And it's
um
and
one thing that I understand is waiting on God is important. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And I mean, like, even after that, my grandmother passing in 2021. 2022, my dad, he get the news of him having myeloma, multiple myeloma, another cancer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I've been through it, man. But I still, the one thing I learned something from each person, and it's because it's a hard feeling, man, when you have to see your mother. You used to see your mother so strong and overjoyed about things, and then when you see your mother cry, you know, and it's a hard cry. Like, there's a cry and then there's a hard cry, man. And when you see your mother like go through that, man, and then in return, you know, my grandmother, she witnessing her mother pass from it, and then that it's like that boom, 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 like you keep hitting me and hitting me
And
with
that's
this.
the hit. Yeah.
That hit at the
Yeah.
hit, you know what I'm
And
saying?
that's the
And,
hit. And it
and
just
my dad, you know what I'm saying? So it's it's it takes nothing but God, man, and to see what's really been a blessing to me to help me has been the faith that my dad has in God, man. Like, to know that you have this. Well, I ain't gonna say you had this because he don't claim it. You know, that the doctor say I got this, but this not. I'm healed in Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? But to have that confession and go throughout life confessing what God had already predestined and given to us, healing and restoration, to walk
right.
your life out in that faith, man, is really being a blessing to me. And it like you say, it takes nothing but God, man, and just to see it put in forth, and as a son, every son looks up to their father, you know, like they think they dad's Superman, you know, and when you see your dad get hit with a blow and how they respond to when they get hit, it teaches you as a
Hold
son.
on, Leak. Hold on, Leak. I'm getting feeds that they're saying nothing is playing from this video. Those that are watching, let us know if you can hear in the comments. Say something in the comments and let me know if you can hear. Please let us know.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, because people are saying that they can't hear anything from the they can't hear anything. I just got a message from somebody who I'm actually interviewing soon.
Okay.
So let me know, folks. Let me know in the comments if y'all can hear.
And we've been talking for 35 minutes.
Yeah, we've been talking, and I mean, there's other people saying that that they were hearing, and we can hear each other. So I'm wondering why it's like that, because there is no open audio anywhere from me on my end. Should be good. Let me know if y'all can hear me, folks. Let me know if y'all can hear.
Yeah,
All right.
but yeah, man, just when it comes to as a son to a father, man, you watch how your dad.
Oh, there's people saying they can hear. They can hear.
Okay, as a son
You see,
to
look,
a father,
this. They saying they can hear.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see. My boy B Hot. Shout out to B Hot. He said he can hear.
Kingdom of Science says she can hear.
But just as a son to a father, man, you look up to your pops, you know, and how they respond throughout life. You always gonna keep that same mentality they show you. Like, and my pops has always been that person for me. I'm not gonna tell you to do something that I'm not acting out in front of you, you know. And he knew from with me as a kid, he knew I've always been a watcher, you know. So I'll sit back and watch, you know, the things that he did, and that's one of the reasons why he said he changed his life for the better, because of seeing me sitting back as a kid just watching everything he do, whether he had a blunt to his mouth, hitting a bottle or whatever. That's what made him like, nah, I got to do something different. My kids watching me, you know what I'm saying? So he's a living, breathing, walking testament of how to live your life. I live my life how I expect you to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Being a man of God, providing for your family, you know, despite whatever trial and tribulation comes, you stand on what you know, what you believe to be true, and that's your faith in God, and that God is gonna work out all things according to his purpose, that he know your plan and purpose for your life, you know what I'm saying, that nobody else know. You stand on that, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's been my testament, man, throughout any type of depression, any type of frustration. That's what I can give anybody that go through it or experience it, is that you have to know what God has already done for you. Not what he's going to, but he's already done for you. The devil wants to keep your mind focused on the issue and the problem, and take your focus off of what God has already done throughout your life, what he's already blessed you with. You know, even if you had a rough, tough life, it still taught you. It still taught you how to live your life and not do a cycle throughout your upbringing of your kids and everything else. You know what not to do now because this was done to you. And that's the way my father was, you know. His trials and tribulations he had growing up as a kid, he learned that, okay, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through and experience what I experienced through this. So now the cycle is broken with me, and this is a new generation, a new cycle that I want to manifest. So anybody can do that, you know. And so that's just my testimony to anybody that's going through depression, anxiety, stress, frustration, is that focus on what God has already brought you from. You know, don't focus on the issue or problem that you're experiencing right now in that moment. If you think about what God has already brought you from, what you've already overcome, you know God can do
Absolutely.
it again.
Absolutely. All right, so which leads to my next question. All right. What are some of your coping mechanisms for self-care?
Prayer.
Absolutely.
Prayer.
Hey, look, that's definitely one of the big ones because it's one of mine too.
Hey
Listen,
man, listen, bro. I have to,
that's one of the big ones, bro.
man. I have to, even if and I don't make it like I do it every day, as I should. But I'm transparent and I'm real. I don't do it as often as I should. But the thing is, I always know what to do in those moments where I'm feeling how to cope. If I'm trying to get over a certain situation, I know okay, I got to turn on some worship music, and I just got to begin praying. I just got to begin to start praising God, and in that moment, everything breaks and ceases. Me and my wife, we like bull, we do this all the time, but that's my best friend. But the moments where it's like, okay, now we just like this, I had to turn on that worship music and change the whole atmosphere in the house. And I'll begin to start praying. And then she begin to start praying. And then we come back together and now everything is good, and that's how I implement coping and throughout my life, because I know it works, man. It works.
Oh man, that's dope. That's definitely dope, man. Listen, prayer definitely helps, but the one thing that the prayer is the main thing that helps. But the second, and well, I'll say they're both the first thing.
Yeah.
The Bible and prayer. You know what I'm saying? As we go on through this journey called life, the Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth, as I like to say.
Yeah.
Will guide you through a lot of things, especially when you're in turmoil. But I don't know, I don't know what people look for as an outlet if you're not dependent on him, because he is the ultimate outlet. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the more you reach towards him, the more you receive him, the more you'll enjoy life, because faith will always get tested. You'll always go through trials and tribulations. You'll always go through something in life. Always. And for you to have gone through so many things in life at the age you are now, man, is to be commended, because you're such a strong-minded person, and your faith in God shows that.
Right.
So that's dope within itself, man.
Yeah.
So at least to my next. Go ahead.
My motto I always said, man, is if I'm gonna do some suffering, I'm gonna do some suffering on this side, not the next. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling somebody that yesterday, like, man, listen, bro. If I'm gonna suffer on this side over here, not the next. I'm gonna go through all this over here. That way, I can reap my harvest and my blessing on the other side.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
That's my
and,
motto.
And you wanna see the king when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah, well, everybody gonna see him. I just want to hear
everybody
that.
gonna see him, but everybody ain't gonna get to be with him. It's the king. It's the king, bro. Listen. I know a lot of people are probably watching this episode and they like, oh, this not the hip hop show. No, it's not. It's Community Week. So one part of community that I'm big on is God. It's God and community. You know what I'm saying? So let's be clear. So if y'all not rocking with that, I'm sorry. Today's episode ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep it moving in the spirit like we moving right now. And I'm gonna say it just like that. You know what I'm saying? So my next question, like I was saying, okay. All right, because I'm shuffling around. You know, I wanna keep it organic and just ask my regular questions, but I also have a set amount of questions that I ask as well now. Like I told you, you know, I'm a little bit more pristine and professional now. You know what I'm saying?
I see you.
But yeah, man, I think that it's dope that your faith is something that you hold on to more than anything. So with that being said, how has talking about mental health help your career and personal life?
Just reaping the harvest and just seeing the manifestation of being a blessing to somebody else is a blessing to me. Seeing that how I express myself through my music and my mental health or what I'm going through, how it blesses another person. And they come back to me saying like, man, you don't understand. Like I was ready to commit suicide and I listened to music and it changed. I had a change of heart, you know. And I've had a couple people reach out to me and tell me that in itself is a blessing to me. It's a blessing to my spirit to know that I was a blessing to somebody else. And it blesses me and lets me know that I got to keep doing what I'm doing, despite if I don't have all the accolades that other big Christian hip hop artists have, if I don't have the following and the fan base that they have or the exposure, I have to keep doing what I'm doing because what I'm doing is to help that person that those big names couldn't help, you know. They come across, it wasn't by chance. God led them to my music and it was a blessing. It was what they needed in that moment, you know. That's a blessing to me to let me know that it's the reason why God got me doing what I'm doing. So I keep doing it, you know.
Absolutely, man. And that's dope within itself, you know what I'm saying? That you keep doing it and you're moving and booming out here. But speaking of wait on God, we've been talking about it. You know, you want to tell people a bit about this record before I play it?
I touched on it a little bit before. You know, this record was just like how we've been talking about mental health and everything. This record is just an example of the mental health that I was going through when it came to the dealing with the frustrations and fighting with the spirit of not seeing the things that I'm praying for, warring with myself and my flesh for the things that me and my wife desire, going back and forth with God with what I feel and what the scripture says on asking you shall receive. He'll give you your heart's desires. You know, the things that I read, I felt like, you know, I wasn't seeing it. And this song is an indication of me expressing myself in that moment because I'm human, you know. I'm Christian, but I'm human. You know, I have moments and spells of weakness too, you know, but in my music, I always let it out, and then the spirit always picks up where I left it. You throw the ball, I'm gonna catch it and give it back to you what you need to do with it, you know. And every song, that's basically what Wait on God is, just me venting the thing I want me and my wife to have, I desire, and then me waiting on him in his timing, and then him blessing us with what we prayed for.
You know, it's like Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and not lean on your own understanding. Hey, You see how real it is, bro?
Yeah, how real,
That's
bro.
how real it is.
Man, listen, bro.
That's how real it is, man.
I have to
And
remind
listen.
myself of it. Hey, like I said, people have to remind me
See, I
myself.
knew we got along for a reason, man.
People have to remind myself, like my dad, you tell me all the time, like, son, like, don't you got, look at your arm. You got it tatted on your arm. Like, what did you do?
Right.
Like,
Not with your own understanding, because listen, a lot of times we think we got all the answers and we don't, man. We don't be having all the answers. It's straight like that. And that's the only way I can express it.
We make plans and God sit back and laugh, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Listen, I'm about to play this record before we get into, the last bit of our convo. Before we get into the last bit of our convo, I'm going to play this record by Leak, Big Leak, y'all, and it's called Wait on God. And listen, if y'all like it, put them fire emojis up. Tell me how y'all feeling, and just let me know. You know what I'm saying? The podcast with Tigmatic, worldwide exclusive. Wait on God. Y'all hear? Y'all about to hear it. Let's get it.
V-Ray's going too hard, though. Don't cry, dry your eyes, just wait on God. When faith is low and trust is hard, just wait on God. It's like I prayed and I prayed and I praise some more. It's like the desires of my heart won't on your mind no more. Drowned in the water, couldn't find you, cause I see a boat. Know why you ignoring me, yeah. Seen people blessed with my request, like now you gotta be teasing. Telling myself it's in due season, like I'm really believing. My blessing came once I realized delayed for a reason. You not hear me, yeah. Don't cry, dry your eyes, just wait on God. When faith is low and trust is hard, just wait on God.
Never plan ahead, live up in the moment. Put my trust in God, cause he never leave me lonely. I was trusting in my homies till he showed me they won't for me. I just wait on God, cause he'll remove them. Man of many talents, I just try my best to use them. Gotta feel my purpose, if I don't, my life was useless. This a different type of music, but who else would built to do this? I just wait on God and let him use me. When faith get low and trust get hard, don't cry, wait on God, on God, on God, on God.
Don't cry, dry your eyes, just wait on God. When faith is low and trust is hard, just wait on God.
Just wait on God.
Made up my mind that I can't be outside his will. That I'ma do nothing but trust him despite how I feel. When your emotions don't change your confession, it's real. You gotta keep your faith strong. That's the simplest I know. Guard what you look at and what you let between your ears. God, good, his showers of comfort outweigh all your stress. It's true, I had to share this good news to all my peers. Your timing, not his timing, and the spirit I heard him say. If he didn't do it, no, it's not because it couldn't be done. You just weren't mature enough to handle it. And he ain't just gonna bless anyone. Wait on God. Don't cry, dry your eyes, just wait on God. When faith is low and trust is hard, just
Hey, man, that was fire, bro. That was fire. The visuals was fire. The message was clear as day. The message is exactly what we was talking about through the whole entire episode.
The whole thing, yeah.
And listen, man, it was definitely awesome. Wait on God, man. I'm feeling that record. Who's the guy that was on the record with you?
Oh, that's my cousin. Shout out to Matic 2 times.
Monty,
Yeah.
2 times.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, had to get him on
That was some fire y'all put together, man.
Yeah.
Listen, where y'all shoot that joint at?
Man, we shot it in the country, man. Yeah, we shot it in the country. And the last scene when both of us together is at the hospital, man. That's what the hospital where my baby was born at. So
Okay. So y'all shot it on that same day?
No, it wasn't the same day. It was probably about a couple of days. She might have been about 2 or 3 weeks old. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's definitely dope, man. That was a dope record. The visuals was fire. You know what I'm saying? The record is hot, and it felt good. That's why I had to say facts, especially when you start talking that talk. And you wasn't mature enough. Right. That's a fact, because a lot of times we not mature enough to receive the receiving of.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we want it on our time, like we was just talking about.
Yeah.
So
song, like I had to make up in my mind that I can't be outside of your will. That I'm gonna do nothing but trust you despite how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I had to live those lyrics, bro. It wasn't just rhymes. It's stuff I had to live and go through. Excuse me. Yeah.
Hey, man, that was dope, bro. Listen, man, anything you want to say to the folks before we dip up out of here?
Excuse me. One thing I want to say is, like I said, we touched on the well-being of yourself. I want you to know that God sees you. He knows you better than you know yourself. He knows the things that you desire, but he also knows the things that you need. And in this life that we live, we are not exempt from persecution and struggles. Even Jesus had to experience it when he was on this earth. The devil tempted him, coming against his identity.
He had to tell him, get out of here with that.
Yeah. Every time
he had to tell him, turn your stones into bread. No, get out of here.
Every time. But he showed us how we respond. That's the one thing that we have to do. As I said, as a father, they'll show you, I'm going to show you, I'm going to be a walking testament for you. That way you will know what to do in these situations, these moments. As I said, like with my father earlier, how he has been for me. I'm going to be that example. Jesus has been that example already for everybody. When you struggle with identity, somebody saying, well, if you are who you say you are, do this. If you are who you say you are, do that. If you are who you say you are, get your tail down from that cross. You know what I'm saying? Like when people try to come against the things that you know to be true about yourself, you have to do what God did and speak the word. That's the only thing that's the only way you can make it in this life, is to know who you are in Christ and speak the word when trials and tribulations come up. Despite anything you go through, you have to be able to use the word of God.
Hey, man, listen, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to thank you for being so encouraging. Alexa, mute. I want to thank you for being so encouraging to the folks out here, coming on the episode and just bearing it all, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, I appreciate you having me again, man.
Hey, man, you are alumni, so that means anytime you got anything you ready to drop, hit me up, Tig. Listen, it's go time, and it's go time. That's all you gotta do, bro, is just hit me and let me know what's up, and we just gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I make the promo for it, and we just do it. because that's God's will, and God's people always get to spit first dibs out here around here, these parts, as I say it, around these parts. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, folks, there you have it. We got Big Leak on again. Thank you for coming, bro. Folks, you'll see me again in an hour with Terry Wilson. Stay tuned. Peace. Stay on, bro.